I'm Devin Catalano, and I am an animal science master's student at the University of Minnesota. And this is Belle. She's one of the teaching mares at the university.
And I'm Dr. Carrie Kuhl from the University of Minnesota West Metro Equine Practice. The most common reason why we need to bandage a foot is for a stone bruise or a hoof abscess or a subsolar abscess. And there's a couple different materials we've got here. One is a poultice pad. So these will come either in a sheet or they can come pre-cut in the shape of a hoof. I find the sheet is more economical. You can usually get, depending on the size of the foot, anywhere from 4 to 6 applications out of one of these. And I've got one that's already pre-cut here. The thing to note is that there is a shiny side and a dull side. And when we apply this to the horse, we put the dull side towards the bottom of the foot. We will also use diapers, a variety of sizes. This is a size 1 for little tiny babies or little tiny pony feet, and this is a size 5 for bigger feet. And they come anywhere in between. And then lastly, we will put duct tape on as an outer layer. This is just a piece of styrofoam insulation that you can get at your local hardware store. And we use foam insulation to make foot pads. And then we can just apply that to the foot directly when we've got a horse that has very sore feet, usually from laminitis. So an easy way to apply duct tape to the outer layer of a foot bandage, which not only secures it but makes it waterproof, is to make a grid. So we're going to take strips of our duct tape. Just a flat surface is all you need. One word of caution, duct tape takes paint off, so don't do this on the hood of your car. And I do a basket weave pattern. Where I'm just overlapping by 50%. And then I usually start a little bit big and we can cut it down to fit Belle's foot. I probably waste a little bit of tape that way, but it's easier than having one that's too small. So the finished product will look like this. And then what I like to do with it is to cut the 4 corners. I make a cut in towards the center, and this makes it easier to fold the corners in, just like wrapping a present. Okay, so we're going to apply our foot bandage now. So I've taken our poultice that we've pre-cut into a square, and I have soaked it in cold water. You can just use a hose or dunk it in a bucket of clean water, and then squeeze out the excess, remembering to put the dull side, not the shiny side, towards the horse's foot. And then I'm going to bring my diaper with me, and we'll put this all on in one move. Good girl, Belle. So we'll put this over the sole of the foot. If you know where the abscess is located, you may want to make sure that this covers that particular spot, or if there's a target area that you suspect is where your abscess is located, make sure that you get good poultice contact there. And then I take the diaper with the tabs towards the heel bulbs. And then just like diapering a baby, we'll secure it with the tabs. One thing to remember when you're applying a foot bandage is that when you have the foot flexed like this, you can get the material too tight against the front or dorsal aspect of the coronary band. So we always want to be, again, aware that we're not applying anything too tightly to the foot. So she can rest that. And we'll apply a layer of vet wrap. And some people skip this part. They just go right to the duct tape. I like the vet wrap because I think it secures my poultice against the sole of the foot, makes the diaper just a little bit tighter. And she's being very good. You may need to actually stand up and hold the leg between your knees like the farrier would. And so I very loosely apply my vet wrap, and you can see I'm just tucking Okay, so I'm very loosely applying the vet wrap, and you don't need to use the whole roll. And now I check to make sure that it's not too tight over the coronary band. So you want to be able to get your 2 fingers in here. Now, I know some people worry about wrapping up above the coronary band, and they should worry because you don't want to put any pressure on that very sensitive anatomy. But with everything being nice and loose, I can get a good cover on the entire foot, and then I can just trim this down. Okay. So the last thing we'll do is apply our duct tape. And I just make sure I dust off that. I try to land her square in the middle, and then just like wrapping a present, I bring my corners down, and then I do the toe. And the sides. And what the duct tape provides is a waterproof layer and some stability. And then again, if she's got a hoof abscess, we're going to have her in a well-bedded stall with lots of shavings. So I'm going to come back. You could use duct tape for this. I prefer to use my Elasticon. And my unrolled and re-rolled so that I don't have any tension on the tape. The only purpose for this is to keep shavings out of the wrap, and I'm just going to again lightly lay that over the top. With no tension. A couple of last thoughts about the foot bandage. Typically, we're going to leave these on for 24 hours, take them off, look at the foot, and reapply. The poultice pad that we put on may be used in addition to soaking or in lieu of soaking. There are some alternatives you can use to a poultice pad, such as a Magna paste type of product, or people will mix epsom salts with iodine or sugar with iodine. They all achieve the same thing, and that's to help draw the abscess out from the bottom of the foot. But again, we don't want to leave this on any longer than 24 hours.